Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Today we're taking the show on an uncanny ride through 10 people who mysteriously vanished from cruise ships. They say that cruise ships will soon start trying to appeal to younger people. Are you going to be their next victim? Number 10. Hui Fam and Hui Tran. This elderly couple had been married 49 years when they went on a 7-night cruise for Mother's Day in the Caribbean. They had even taken their daughter and granddaughter along. At some point during the vacation, they just disappeared. An employee found 2 passports, 2 pairs of flip-flops, 2 driver's licenses, medication, and a wallet with cash and credit cards. The belongings, of course, were those of Hui Fam and Hui Tran. A full search and rescue mission ensued, but turned up nothing. It's thought that they died by suicide together, but their family thinks the safety regulations on the cruise weren't sufficient. Number 9. Happily divorced. I'm going to go ahead and place the biggest curveball in this story straight at the beginning. Lani Konkatis and Miki Kanasaki were divorced, but they also vacationed together. That alone makes people suspicious when one or both go missing, but let's just acknowledge that not all divorces are ugly. In 2006, this former couple went on a cruise, and Lani disappeared until her body was found in Italian waters with signs of strangulation. Miki was already back in the United States, but prosecutors found a way to charge him, naming $1 million in her assets as motive. Okay, so maybe they weren't that close. In an unexpected but also extremely expected move, Miki divorced his next wife and tried to have her killed after she testified against him. He pleaded not guilty, but ended up getting a life sentence. Number 8. Annette Mizner. Back in 2004, Annette Mizner, a 37-year-old woman, took a cruise she'd won to the Mexican Riviera Maya. She didn't go alone, she took her parents and daughter with her. One particular afternoon, she strayed away to sing karaoke, and then to a casino for a few. Later, during bingo, her parents were concerned that she hadn't joined them as she'd promised. Instead, her purse was found on one of the lower decks of the ship. This made people think she'd been pushed or fallen overboard. However, her body was never found by the Coast Guard or the Navy. There was one camera that certainly would have caught her fall, but it coincidentally was blocked by a map of the ship. Number 7. Pregnant woman on cruise ship. Okay, this woman didn't go missing as much as she went a little crazy on this cruise ship. Alicia Kerr was among friends on a Carnival Dream cruise on their way to St. Martin in the Caribbean in 2011. She had just found out she was pregnant, but during the trip had a strange episode, which seems to have been some kind of miscarriage. She says she gave birth, wrapped the baby in a towel, and placed her under a bed, where the cleaning crew found the body. After inspection, it was found that the baby had actually been born alive with no problems whatsoever. Alicia pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and was only sentenced to 1 day after being given credit for time served. Is it me, or does that not seem quite right? Number 6. Newlyweds. In 2005, George and Jennifer Smith were honeymooning on the MS Brilliance of the Seas. It was a 2-week cruise through the Mediterranean, going from Greece to Turkey. One night, the couple went to dinner and drinks. What happened after is still a bit of a mystery, but all we know is only one of the two showed up the next morning. The neighbors say they heard loud talking and a thud coming from their cabin. The cleaning crew found blood on the canopy beneath the cabin, as if someone had been pushed or had fallen. What's crazier yet? Jennifer wasn't even with George when he disappeared. She passed out in a hallway, was woken up and taken to her cabin in the morning, where no one noticed anything strange. Then she slept for 3 hours and went to a massage appointment. She says she hardly remembers anything about the night at all. While some think George got in a scuffle at the casino and made an enemy, others think he was probably just very drunk and fell. Number 5. Rebecca Corium. Rebecca was an employee at the Disney Cruise Line, which has its perks. She spent months visiting ports in the Bahamas, and all paid for by Disney. That didn't last forever, sadly. One day, in March of 2011, she was working on the Disney Wonder and mysteriously disappeared. CCTV footage of her catches the last moments she was seen alive in the crew lounge, talking on the phone. She's wearing men's clothing and seems upset. She hangs up, walks away, and no one ever sees her again. Her superiors began to worry when she didn't show up for work, but they found no trace of her, not even of her body. Number 4. Li Yinglei. Daniel Belling and his 2 kids disembarked after their 11-day trip in the Italian port of Civitavecchia. Daniel's wife and mother to his 2 kids, however, had disappeared. All her belongings remained: phone, credit cards, wallet, which is why it was suspicious when Daniel said she had left the vacation early. For one, they're all stuck on a boat, so how? Italian authorities weren't convinced, and they stopped the man in an airport before he returned to his home in Ireland. He was charged with her murder, but released from jail while investigation continued. Then in 2019, he was charged with a whole set of different charges, this time for fraud. He has always said he's innocent of any wrongdoing in her disappearance and thinks she's still alive and living about her life. Number 3. Marion Carver. Marion was a 40-year-old woman when she boarded the Royal Caribbean cruise around Alaska in 2004. It was just the second day of the cruise when a cabin attendant saw her bed hadn't been slept in. Though she reported it, her boss told her to stay out of it. Marion was never seen again, and her possessions were packed away. No one was told, including authorities. The police only heard after her father reported her missing days later. 3 more days passed until the cruise confirmed it was her on the ship, making it a total of almost a month after the incident had happened. If there was any foul play, it was far too late to gather evidence. We might never know what really happened to Marion. Number 2. A fatal vacation. This woman was not reported missing, but rather was found dead. On yet another Alaskan cruise, this woman, a mother of 3, was heard screaming. Unfortunately, one of the events for entertainment that night was murder mystery trivia, so no one really thought much of it. The result? The 39-year-old mom was found dead on the floor in her room. She had a head wound so severe that the blood was spread throughout the room. Her husband, found covered in her blood, allegedly told a witness that his wife wouldn't stop laughing at him. The murder was written off as a domestic dispute, and the husband was charged with her murder. Number 1. Daniel Kubelbeck. Daniel Kubelbeck was not just a guy with a difficult last name. He was a German pop star from a TV show called Germany Seeks the Superstar. He either fell or jumped from an AIDA cruise ship going from Hamburg to New York at the age of 33. It happened near the coast of Canada around 6 a.m. on September 9th of 2018. The reason? Some say it was that he was affected by how much he'd been bullied as a child, and that he was not yet at peace mentally or physically. His body was never found, and the search was called off after 4 days. Thanks for watching. Personally, I love cruise ship vacations. Have you ever been on a cruise ship vacation yourself? And if so, did anything strange happen on it? Or maybe you'd just like to tell everyone where you'd like to go on a cruise. Let us know in the comments. To keep coming aboard every time as you make port here at Top 10 Archive, simply subscribe, click the bell, and give this video a like. It's all free. And if you don't, we'll push you overboard. Just saying.